All right. How's it going, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo. Welcome to my studio, and I will be doing a painting here that is actually a painting commission. I'm wearing a sweater because it's cold. It's actually a painting commission, and some people have been asking me about painting commissions and how do you do them and on and on. So I just want to do a little video here of what one of my commissions looks like. And let's see, let's go for it, right? So one of the things that I like to do is focus first on the line work. Okay, this is one of the things when I do a commission, I focus on the line work. It's just important for me to really get that down first. Okay, so it'll be like doing it's like just doing a drawing, very much. Okay, so it'll be like doing a drawing, and I'm not really thinking about painting right now. Although I'm using paint, I'm using black paint. I'm not really thinking about painting. I'm thinking about the drawing itself. This is really what I care about right now. And I don't care about getting it perfect, but I do want to take my time with it. Right? I do want to take my time. I think it's extremely important when you take your time in a situation like this, when you're doing a commission or whatever. And taking my time doesn't mean that I'm staying here forever. It just means that I recognize the endeavor, right? That's all. Recognize the endeavor. This is based off of a photograph, okay? And I'm not trying to get it perfect. Again, the drawing is just to start getting the proportions is really what I'm looking for. Once I start painting, then the proportions are going to change. It's like it's the Wild West. The proportions, I mean not the proportions. I'm sorry about that. Once I start painting, I can play with the image itself, but the proportions are going to be pretty much set, right? The proportions are going to be pretty much set, and so it's extremely important to keep that in mind when you're doing a painting, especially something that needs to look like it has to have some sort of likeness, right? If you're even if you're doing abstract work, it doesn't matter. If it's going to have some sort of likeness, you're going to have to really play with get this down first, right? Get the proportions down. It's the proportions I'm really looking for. I'm not trying to rush it. I'm not trying to. Although my style of painting is very loose, I want people to understand, the people that have seen me work before as well, it's not about rushing it, guys, okay? So don't get it twisted, because sometimes people see me painting very fast and they're like, oh yeah, it's like you're rushing it. No, that's not at all. It's that the painting itself requires speed, right? The painting itself requires speed, but the proportions, the drawings, when you're trying to get some sort of likeness, that you can't escape from that. Okay, you can't escape from the requirement. You can't escape from the requirement of the proportions. The demand. And you can be as loose as you need to, right? It's your painting, right? You can be as loose as you need to, but you do have to keep in mind, regardless of what your deal is, you have to keep in mind what you're doing. So we start like this. Okay, this is how this is starting out. Once I get this going, I'll show you the next step of the painting. You can pick up speed depending on the painting itself, right? You can pick up speed. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be that you don't ever pick up speed. But speed is the result of self-esteem. It's the result of knowing what you're doing. So even if you know what you're doing, if you don't have self-esteem at that moment, you won't want to pick up speed. Okay? All right, and this is how we're gonna get it started. Now that we have that down, we're gonna come back with a wide brush. A wide brush, okay? It doesn't really matter how wide. It doesn't really matter whether it's flat or round or whatever. I like to use this number 10 brush to come back into the painting now and start coloring. Right? Start coloring the painting. I want to make sure that my brush is pretty wet. There's enough oil in the brush so that I'm able to do what I'm doing right here. What you guys see me do often is that I am essentially drawing the paint in there. Okay, I'm drawing the paint in there. I'm not doing this. There's a lot of artists do that. They go like this. I'm not doing that. I'm actually drawing the paint in there. Look, I don't lift the brush from the canvas. This is very crucial. Look, I don't lift the brush from the canvas, see? So that I'm able to continue in a single thread. Continue to do this in a single thread. The only time that I drop is to change the color, which is not that often, or to fill the brush with more paint. It's the only time that I stop. Okay. Look. There's no need to rush it. And then I'm looking. See? I don't take my brush out. I'm looking. I stay here. I stay here. I'm looking. This is very important, guys. What many artists do is that we paint, we do something like this, and then we pause and we look, and then we get some more paint, and it's an on and off disconnecting from the canvas. It's an on and off. You're continually disconnecting, unplugging yourself from the canvas, and that's not the way that I like to show. That's not the way that I like to paint, and that's definitely not the way that I like to teach when I teach how to paint. It's the opposite of that. You don't want to be disconnecting from the canvas. It doesn't matter what the painting looks like. It's not finished. Just don't disconnect from the canvas. Look, stay with the canvas. Stay in there. See, stay in there. Touch it. Keep touching it. Okay. The only moments that you get out is because you're gonna go get more paint. You see that? I want to stay there. And the color really, it's not that important right now. Although it feels that way, but it's really not that important. What is important is that you start laying down color. It doesn't matter what color you're laying down. That's all that matters. You start laying down color. See, I want to draw it. There's a little kept secret, a little known secret artists use. Well, the ones that do it enough anyways. You want to draw it. Look. I don't just want to paint, I want to act like I'm drawing it. I'm drawing with paint. See, when you draw, you don't go like this. And then you go back, and no, when you draw, you do this, right? You start drawing, you start doing this. This is drawing, right? Well, that's the same thing you want to do with the paint. If this is your jam, right? And the whole point of it is to stay connected to the artwork. You know, the whole point of it is that you want to stay connected to the artwork. The more you disconnect from the artwork, the more difficult it's going to be to capture that essence of looseness and quickness, right? I'm not suggesting that this is how you paint a portrait. This is how you paint a loose brush painting. To make it look loose and quick, the dance is that you have to be loose and quick, but still take your time with it. Still take your time with it. Don't rush to it just because it's loose and quick doesn't mean that you're gonna rush through it. Especially a commission. Especially something someone's paying for. One of the things that I don't like about winter when I paint is the canvas gets lots of moisture, and it makes it a little bit more. It gives you a fight to slide the paint. It gives you a little fight, but that's part of the prize of painting, right? Look at that. Oh yeah. I think that's the beauty about loose brush work. There's really no quote unquote right way of doing anything. You know, it's just do it. You just do it. You do it and you start figuring out what works for you best, right? You start figuring out your jam. Then I can start doing some little bit of highlights, right? A little bit of highlights, just to kind of create focal points. We'll do that with white and a little bit of yellow, just a little bit. I don't really want anything to be a single brush stroke. That's sometimes the kiss of death. You think that something is going to come out of a single brush stroke. It's usually, it has a twist, it has something. You know, usually it has a twist. There's usually some sort of play happening. Then I want to get out of this and go into some vegetation back here, some greens, some blues. I want to start making this obvious, this line, right? This is separation. Not done with to a point where it gets so difficult to recognize. I do want a bit of a separation here, and I like to do the separations more so than just the black line, how I started the painting, but with color. I like the separation have color, so that it unifies at the same time, right? There's a separation, but I want it to unify. I want it to unify. It's important. For this type of painting, for me, it's very important. I need it to unify. And every chance I got, I'll do it again. Right? Look, see? It's with color. It's not a black line around it. And I want the brushwork to be dynamic too. So not just static, like, you know, like that. I want it to be dynamic. I want it to move. One of those impossible colors to find in nature, red. I want there to be red in there, right? Seems like Impressionism, a little bit, yeah, a little bit like Impressionism, yeah. The brushwork, not quite so much. Maybe more post-impressionist, not quite so much Impressionism. Impressionism has more. Is grounded more on realism, unless we're talking about like Impressionism was Cézanne, you know, it was a bit more abstract, or the later years of Monet. It is quite a bit impressionistic. So for those of you who have not heard about my awesome special, this is a 16 by 20 inches painting. It measures 16 by 20 inches. And it's oil and stretch canvas. This painting goes normally for $1,700. This is what I charge a commission this size with a frame, right? But what I'm doing right now, it's I'm doing something crazy. I'm doing something muy local, because so many people have been wanting a commission, right, by me, and a lot of people miss out because they're not ready, or they haven't seen my work enough, or whatever the reason is. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm essentially allowing you, not essentially, this is really what I'm doing. I'm allowing you to pay whatever you want for a commission this size. Okay. Now again, this commission, the size of this commission goes for $1,700, but I'll make one for you. I won't frame it unless you want me to frame it, and then I can give you a great deal on a frame. But you can pay me whatever you want. I won't hold you to it. Whatever the painting is, you can afford for the painting. I've gotten some great, oh, sorry about that, guys. I've gotten some great, just some great feelings out of creating artwork for people that have been wanting my work, but would otherwise never, bought one of my works because of the price, or maybe they're going through something in life right now that, they can't afford it. And so someone asked me if I was giving them away. I'm not giving them away, guys. I'm not giving the paintings away. I'm allowing you to pay me whatever you want for it. You get to decide the price. There is no minimum, right? There's no minimum. And some people ask me also, well, people are going to take advantage of you. You know, people that love my work, people that actually love my work, I've never had that happen to me. You know, and people that love the work, they'll put something together. You know, they'll put something together to buy the piece. Someone asked me like, man, well, a few people actually told me people are going to take advantage of you. Don't do that. Be careful. Blah blah blah. But I found that people that love my work are extremely happy with the work. They're generous. They you know. They're not out to get me. No one's out to get me. I'm fortunate that way. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so those of you who are interested, DM me. Or if you're watching this on YouTube later on, put it on the comments below, or I'll put my email somewhere there. You can reach me. If you're watching this on Instagram or on YouTube, I don't know, on Facebook later on, and you really want a painting by me, a commission. This could be a painting of
Do you want to take the little table out there? No, I'm gonna sit.
Something like this, or it could be a painting of a house. It could be a painting of a landscape. Anything. I mean, it's your commission. You can commission whatever you want. Just no strange stuff, guys. And what I mean by strange stuff is no hateful things, or you know, just keep it light. Keep it loving. It's all about love here, okay? Look at that. Isn't that a painting or what? And yeah, I mean, I love doing this so much. It's such an amazing. I get so much gratitude from creating works for people that, you know, they really want a piece. You know, they want a painting. And many people, actually, it's not even that many people can't afford it. A lot of people can afford the piece. It's not that. If you really want it, you can afford it. It's not that. What I really discovered also is that a lot of people don't know me, you know? A lot of people don't know me, so this is a way for me also to get to reach out to people that don't know me, that never purchased from me, that never even consider or never thought that buying original artwork by someone would be even available. Much less a commission, right? Much less a commission, which we associate them with you know, heftier prices, which they are. They are. So I'm gonna say it again, guys, just because this is my video. This is my video, so I'm gonna say it again. If you are interested in a commission by me, this commission, the size of this commission is $1,700. You get it for whatever price you want to pay. Okay? I would suggest, the only thing I would suggest is to act fast, because I am getting lots and lots and lots of orders, because I've never done this before, and so people are really just they're taking the opportunity, right? Which is the whole point of it. I'm very grateful that people love my work so much that they're willing to jump into it. And I mean, I just love painting, guys. I would do this for free all day. I love painting so much. The thing is that I can't give them away, because I do need to get something for them, right? So that's why I let you decide whatever you want to give me, so that I can at least buy some paint and some canvases. You know, so at least I can buy some canvases. And someone said, Nancy said, Wow, I went out for a second and now you've done this. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't take forever to make a painting, guys. It shouldn't take forever. So, yeah, it's a way for me to also continue to paint, which is something that I love doing. I mean, if I'm already going to do it, might as well continue to do it. Look at those eyes. Look at those puppy eyes. So, all right, guys. Those of you who are ready for the commission, DM me. DM me means send me a message. I don't know. Direct message? Is that what it means? I have no idea what DM means. Just get a hold of me. Get a hold of me here. Send me a message. Write it down in the comments or whatever. And we'll get started with your painting. It's got to be quick, though, if you really want to do it, because the holidays are here, guys, and so many people are jumping on it, and you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. It's an opportunity that it really is just a lifetime, once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. I don't know if I'm ever going to do this again, because I've got flooded with work. I got so much work that it actually, I stopped doing other projects that I was doing, and you know, because I had to finish this works, right? So here, I have to sign it right here. Bam! World's greatest living artist. That's my name there instead. Love the brushwork. Do a close-up. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to do a close-up for you guys. Let me just move this. Let's do a little close-up. Look at that. Let me do something. I'm going to get a little bit of white paint, and we're going to put it right there. There we go. So, there it is, guys. Check it out. I think I put a little bit too much there. There we go. So this is what it looks like with distance. Pan in. Thank you so much. And the signature is a 7 and a dash now. It used to be a very long, complicated signature, and now it's I think it's like my work. Stop making it complicated. All right, so there you guys have it. This is an example of what a commission looks like. Those of you who are out to get a commission from me, this is what an example of what you are going to get. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, send me a message if you want a commission and you want to pay whatever you want for it. It's a 16 by 20 inches oil on canvas. Okay, it retails for $1,700, but you get it for whatever you want. You get to decide. All right, take care, guys. Talk to you soon. And oh, by the way, look, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Pretty cool. Pass it along. Share it with someone else. I don't know. Maybe share the video with someone else who might be interested. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.